like love, 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 and music. La la la, love, 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 and music. Love, love.
Hey Jaybirds, we have the merchandise available now. The hoodies, the female shirts we have available. We have the male shirts available too. And then we also have, bam, the mugs, right, for everybody. So hit the description box below. Peace. Hello, 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 everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jay Lee. This is Jay Lee's Corner. This is my review for 90 Day Fiancé. This is season 2, episode 8. And I'm like, when is the end? Okay? These two hour episodes each. This has been basically 16 episodes, if you ask me. I'm just saying. If you have not done so already, please take a moment to subscribe to my channel and become a Jaybird. Yes, our subscribers, we're not called subscribers, you are called Jaybirds. Hey, Jaybirds. And do not forget to also hit the notification bell because it lets you know when we have new videos up on the channel to watch. It is 3:41 in the morning, and I don't know if I'm sleepy, woke, or if I just want like a popsicle to like give me a boost of energy. Maybe I need some Starburst. Anyway, I don't know, but we're gonna get through this review, okay? So, oh, we also have, as y'all seen from the video before this, there is Jaybird merchandise available, hoodies, a male version t-shirt, a female version t-shirt, and also a mug. So do not forget to hit the description box below this video to shop on the Teespring store to get your Jaybird stuff. Okay, get a mug and sip some things. I'm saying, get a hoodie and be warm. Okay, get a shirt and wear it. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and support. Anyway, so we see, I'm going to start with Marta. Okay, Marta, and that's why I'm like, is the season gonna never end? Because they just started off Marta stuff, and I'm like, I'm bored already because all we've seen her do was say how he's, you know, Muslim and she's Christian, and how they don't speak the same language because he speaks Arabic and she only speaks English. And I'm like, so what we gonna do? It's a whole like Paul and Karini part 2, and I'm not here for it. You know, she's packing for a trip to go see him, and she hopes he will propose. But I'm like, even if he do, you won't understand it because you don't speak Arabic. You know, she brings up how, well, no, I feel like she's not going to propose to her because she's a stripper. I do feel like if he is such a strict Muslim, to where, you know, he like does not even like the fact that you wear a cross and stuff like that, he might not want to marry you just yet. I think he maybe wants to have her quit her job as a dancer because it's just going to be, you know, too much against his religion, but we shall see. So she also brings up how she has not gotten her visa yet, and she said how she did not realize that she needed a visa to go and not just a passport. And I'm like, well, I didn't know that either because I have not traveled out of the country because, you know, I'm scared to fly. I've flown here and there, but I am not the turbulence, and I'm just no. Anyway, you know, but she feels like, you know, we love each other and we need to be together. I'm like, if you think so. So she do find out like the following day from the Algerian consulate that Dia has to send her a letter of invitation inviting her to Algeria or she can't go. I'm like, what kind of American Dad episode is this? I remember an episode of American Dad where they were like, the women have no rights and she has to always be with a man. And were they in Algeria? I think they were. So I'm like, why does he have to like invite her in order? It's the weirdest. I'm like, that is crazy. But that's what she needs. So if he does not do it, she can't come, whether she has a visa or not. So they then are video chatting each other, whatever. And you know, so it's weird because they do not speak the same language. So when they are video chatting, she has to use Google Translate, type in what she's saying, and then holds up the screen so he can read what it says, because again, he can't speak English. And then he does the same thing for her. He types in whatever and holds up his phone so she can read what it says. I'm like, I can't date someone I can't say, hey, I need you to write me a letter to come to your country. Because what if I get to his country and my Google Translate don't work and I can't say, let's meet out of this place? I can't do that. Okay, I can't call for help if I can't say help in Arabic. I can't do it. I can't be there. Anyway, he sees, why my battery already low? Damn it. He sees what she needs. He says, okay, yes, he will get her the letter. But she's sitting there and she has on like a cross, you know what I'm saying? A regular, you know what I'm saying, cross or whatever. She's Christian. And he sees it and he's mad. He wants her to like take it off. And I'm like, if that man don't want you wearing a simple cross around your neck because that is your religion, why would you want to be with him? I really don't think you don't want to say that people of different religions can't be together because you don't want to be like, oh, you know, they can't work it out. They can't. These two can't. Because he can't even accept the one part of her that is her, and that's the cross. I'm looking like, because he got so mad he hung up on her. I said, girl, bye. You stupid. Okay? Real dumb. And that was all we saw from them. Tarek and Hazel, they were also pretty easy. Tarek trying to bang, okay? Let me bang. It's a song from here. Anyway, he wants to have sex with Hazel, and you can't tell me no different. And he's still like, I'm still thinking about proposing to her, but I just want to see how she interacts with me, you know, when it's just me and her, because I want to be sure she isn't doing this for the money. For the money, for the moolah, for the dinero. And, you know, they still have not had sex yet, and she barely, like, is affectionate. And he like him say, I just don't know why she isn't like affectionate to me. And he like, but I just hope she warms up to me a little bit. And she seems like her demeanor is that of a woman who was like being held captive. And you know what I'm saying, she just has to be like, she sits like this. Like, she just is, you know, and it could be just, you know, because of where she's from. But, you know, I'm like, girl. And, you know, it was, where they were, like, on a little romantic little vacation thing. It was beautiful. Little beach, sitting out by the water. Okay, it's a beautiful place to be when you sitting there waiting for this man to bring you to America. So it starts, like, pouring down rain. And he's like, you know, let's go run to the water. Okay, let's run to the water. And she's like, okay. And they run to the water. They're running in the rain. He's laughing. She's laughing. She's like, oh my God, look at my eyebrows. Meaning she probably draw them on to the water to probably wash them off. And he's like, you look great. He kissed her on the forehead or whatever. It's real cute. It's cute or whatever. And he says he likes how for the first time he feels like she's having fun. And she kind of like him. So she just let loose. She was laughing. She seemed happy. And he was happy to see her laughing. And I'm like, I get that, because you don't want someone to be sitting next to you as if they can't talk, they can't laugh, and they can't have no fun. Because what fun is it to sit there by yourself and not have someone to laugh with? You know, what fun is that? And I'm like, it's kind of crazy. So they get back to the room. And, you know, with the rain or whatever. And he's like, oh, you have sand on your mouth. Let me get that off. And he kisses on the lips. And she, like, looks away. Oh, let me, you know, just a little quick. So she kisses him real quick. I didn't mean that quick. Again, she's not being affectionate with him at all. And she then goes and, like, gets in the shower. Now, she's saying how he is too affectionate. How she feels like he, you know what I'm saying, it's just too, it's too extra. She brings up how, you know what I'm saying, I don't mind sharing the bed with him, but that's it. Meaning, I ain't trying to have sex with him. But it's weird because earlier she said she was just trying to see if he really wants to be with her and not if he was trying to be with someone else. But I'm like, well, give him some cootie cat. Give him some cootie cat. You know what I'm saying? Give him a little bit, little taste. And I'm not saying that she has to sleep with him to come to America. I'm saying, you know, you knew he was coming. Y'all been talking on the phone or whatever. Y'all been having some kind of relationship, and he's been there for like a week or so, whatnot. So it's like, before he leaves, if you want to sleep with him, you know, no harm, no foul. Don't do it on camera. You know what I'm saying? Don't do that. But, you know, if you want to see what it's like, see, because what if you sleep with him and it's horrible and you don't want to come to America? Get it over with, girl. Get it. But if you don't want to sleep with him, just say, hey, I'm not ready to sleep with you yet. We need to get to know each other more. I do care for you, but I need to just kind of build up more, you know what I'm saying, connection before I let you bang. That's what I would have said. Anyway, they then go like swimming in like the ocean or whatever. It's a whole like barrier reef thing. It's like a whole big rock stuff, and they swimming and having fun and laughing or whatever. And then while in the water, having a good time. Hazel says, "Oh, I love you," and I'm like, "Where the fuck did that come? Where did that come from? You love him today? Are you sure? Are you sure, Hazel?" And I'm like, "What?" It was so out the blue that even he was like, "Wait, really? You love me?" And she's like, "Yeah." He's like, "For real?" She's like, "Yes, I love you." And then I'm like, "Lord Jesus." And he said, "You know what? I love you too." No, you don't. Yeah, no, nope, nope. Okay, they then climb like this little big rock thing, and they're like, "Yeah, yay!" And they kissing him, and I'm like, "Well, at least she's like kissing him more than she was the day before." And then in the confession, the producers asked her, "Did you really love him?" And she says, "Yes, yes, I do." But she looked like a whole liar, not a half a liar, not a possible liar, a whole liar. I'm like, girl. But again, at least she kissed him some more, and she doing what she has to do because she wants to get to America. John and Rachel. You know, she says it's been like several months that she's been gone. So she's left England, but they are still engaged. So she's at home, back in her routine. You know, the baby's getting older. When the baby sees the picture of John, she says, "Dada." She's spending time with her oldest daughter too. So she's back living her regular life. But you know what I'm saying, they're living separately. But she's like, but we're getting married. Like, I'm going back to London. And we're getting married. Even though she's only been with that man in person for 2 weeks, and that was months and months and months ago, they are still going forward planning the wedding. So I'm like, okay. So she's going to go to London to get married to him in a couple weeks. And I'm like, but I thought she was too poor to go back. But I guess because it's been like several months, she can afford it now. So we see her go to an immigration lawyer, and they, FaceTime in John. John, and cut his beard down. He looks a little bit different. He looks a little bit better. He does. He looks tall, and we know he's short. So, the tricks of the trade. Anyway, she's going to the immigration lawyer to get advice on what their options are, what can happen. And so she brings up, like, we want to get married. Well, he says, no, we want to get married because it's easier or better or a stronger version. It's a stronger case to me to be fighting to come to America to be with my wife versus a girlfriend, or someone else. Like, so I feel like if we get married, it's more of a reason that I can possibly get in the States. And then the lawyer said, that actually is a good idea. Like, the case is stronger that way. However, due to your record, it could be a 3-year processing time because anyone who has any kind of criminal history, it just takes longer to do things. And then I'm like, but he was fighting. Like, he wasn't even. I'm like, people in America don't even get arrested to get arrested for fighting. You have to like beat someone to a pulp. Someone has to press charge. Like, it's a lot to get arrested for fighting here. Usually you can be fighting and they like, all right, break it up, go the fuck home and leave it at that. You don't get arrested for fighting unless it's like some damage to some property or someone gets like gravely hurt. And even that isn't like a big deal here in the States. Over there, I guess is damn near like murder. You know what I'm saying? But he says like, I don't care if we have to be a car for that long, because again, if it takes three processing time, Lord Jesus, he won't be able to be here. Okay, so I don't know how that will work. Anyway, he like, I don't care. I want to be with her. You know what I'm saying? I will do whatever. That's just time. You know, so let's do whatever we have to do to get us together because we want to be together. And her like, it's just not fair that they're keeping us apart. They ain't keeping you apart. He has a criminal history in a different country, and even though the charges are for fighting is bullshit in my eyes, he's still a whole felon in the aspect of London. In the aspect of London's rules and regulations, he has a criminal history. I'm like, so girl, back. You picked that man who had been fighting his whole damn life, and he lived with mama in that damn house. Girl, back. She do tell him that, but it's also a chance that it can get denied. Like, it's a chance that it won't even go to process. Like, it'll be like, oh no, because she said it would depend on his charges and what happened, and they can look at that and they can just basically deny it without trying to process anything to get him approved. So that could also happen, and if that happens, it will be final. And I'm like, well damn, so they basically is at square one, still trying to get married, and then once they are married, then file to try to get him here as a spouse. So we did see her basically trying to plan her wedding, but a lot of people in her family can't go. One, because they just don't have the money to travel to London for a damn wedding. You know, they're not the royal couple. And so she's out picking her wedding dress, and her best friend comes with her. She brings up how her parents can't make it, how her daughter can't come because the ex won't allow her to bring the daughter. And I'm like, well, that's a lot. So she's trying on different wedding dresses, but she's not feeling too confident. You know, she feels like because she had her baby, her body is just not look the same, and so she's just not as confident trying on different dresses. So she's emotional. Okay, and it's a lot on her. So we see that whole thing going on. She does find the dress that she loves, that fits her body, and it was very, very flattering. It was a very, very pretty dress to get married in. However, the dress costs $750, and she brings up how she cannot afford that, based on her and John both living paycheck to paycheck. Plus, they're trying to save money to pay for the wedding. Plus, they're trying to save money to pay the lawyer people or the visa people to get him into the States. So it's a lot that they're paying for separately. So a dress that costs $750, she cannot afford. I don't know why she didn't go to David's Bridal. They had a dress for like $29. Well, that was a long time ago. I remember David's Bridal since I got my high school prom from David's Bridal back in 2000. So I don't know. I ain't been there forever. Anyway, but she's like, you know, even though I can't get this dress right now, we're still getting married. We're still going forward. Like, nothing will stop us from being together. Okay, girl. Paul and Karine are still broken up. Karine's still not talking to Paul. You know, she's still away or whatever. And Paul out here like, you know what I'm saying, what am I supposed to do? He's upset because she won't talk to him. He feels like her family treats him like a whole ATM machine. Like he got this money. And I'm like, well, he don't, because I don't think, you know, I don't know. I don't think he has a lot of money. Anyway, he goes like to a little cafe place or whatever, and he video chats with his mom and tells her what's kind of going on. And she's like, look, I told you in the beginning things are crazy, you know what I'm saying, but you and Karine should talk it out. But I'm like, but they don't speak the same language. They can't talk. That's the problem. They can't communicate the right way. Even if she says something, he may not get what she's saying, and vice versa. So they can't communicate. They literally cannot communicate without devices. That's the stupidest shit ever. Okay, it just doesn't make any sense. Anyway, mom's like, look, if you can't make it work, just come home. Like, you tried, you went there, you tried to make it work. Things that is going crazy, you know what I'm saying? And it's better to just end it now than to keep dragging it on. So that's what I think you should do. And I'm like, well, okay. So that was mom's advice. We then see Paul running, and I'm like, why is he running like Forrest Gump with the braces on his leg? I'm like, why is he? I mean, he was like, it was so, he runs weirdly. I don't know. He brings up how Karine mom told him that they're at the clinic, and you know he has to get there, whatever. So he's rushing to get there. And he get there, and he finds out that Karine may be pregnant. And the weird part about it was, it wasn't as if it was an emergency. Like, I thought that she was going to be in the hospital. She done fell upstairs and bust her head wide open, and she needs assistance. She is only there to take a pregnancy test. Jesus Christ. It's so stupid. Anyway, she brings up how, you know, since they had been fighting, she has not been talking to him. It's weird having him there, but she felt like he needed to be there because, again, she took a pregnancy test at home. The test came back positive, and so she's at the clinic now to have to confirm if she's actually pregnant. So Paul, like, I just wish it was just me and her her mom. I just wish her mom was not here, because you will hold abusive man, you don't want her mama there. But whatever, boy, shut up. So, you know, they go to the doctor, and the doctor like, well, okay, you have to take a test or whatever to see if we'll take like a blood test. It'll take 2 hours. And he like, wait, I don't speak the language you're talking about. So he used the translator to ask like, what's going on, and she explained like, you know, I'm going to take a test, a blood test, to confirm if she's pregnant or not, and you come back in 2 hours and we can see, you know, if she's pregnant. So I'm like, Lord Jesus Christ, just things going on. So they go on, they like sit somewhere to wait the 2 hours to get the test results. And the mom was like, you know, I just think she needs to leave him. Like, I think they don't need to be together. I don't trust him. So even if she's pregnant, I don't think, you know, he can be trusted. And, you know, he then asked them both, like, if she's pregnant, will that change our mind into, you know, me and her and, you know, our marriage? And the The mom like, if she's pregnant, if you hear or not, we gonna love her and take care of that baby. And I'm like, well, that's what you're supposed to as a parent. And he like, so do y'all, like, so y'all don't care if I leave? Honey, when Cree said, I said, she Kanye shrugged him. She did a whole Kanye shrug. Like, I don't care. Still go, bro. I don't care. Go ahead on. You know, the doctor then calls. Well, no, she calls the doctor. And the doctor says, well, yeah, the blood test came back and you are pregnant. You're about 4 to 5 weeks pregnant. And Karini's shocked. The mama's shocked. She's crying a little bit. Paul shocked. But he's like, 5 weeks? Wow. Meaning he like, well, at least I know it's my baby. Okay, I know that much. And so he then says, I want to make our marriage work. I want us to be together. Like, I want us to be a whole little family. Karini say, I will only believe it based on your attitude and how you act. And the mama like, look, the child needs to be surrounded by love, and I'm not sure if you can do that. So, you know, it's up with the bullshit. And then he feels like he's worried that her family will try to block him from being in the child's life. He is in a whole other country with a whole new wife who wants a divorce, who's now pregnant, and her parents don't like him. That's the worst shit ever. That's too much to go through. It's too much to deal with. But he set himself up for that. Like, that girl, I can't wait to see how that plays out. It's just crazy. It's just stupid. You got that whole little girl pregnant. Anyway, them condoms probably weren't working. It was probably too hot over there. Darcy and Jesse. When I tell you I don't care, bitch. I don't care, bitch. I don't care. They should just not be together. Like, I can't take it. You know, we see Darcy getting her hair done by our cousin. I'm like, our cousin's black. Okay. And the cousin, like, you know what I'm saying, it's always drama with you and him. Because, again, she's telling her about all the things that happened while he was there. And so the cousin, like, you know, all y'all do is argue. It's so weird. I just don't get it. And then Darcy was like, well, yeah, you know, he's been gone. And we've kind of been communicating over the phone, but things have not been that good. You know what I'm saying? It's just a lot going on. And I don't know what's going on. Her cousin, like, look, you are too old to be dealing with this. Because when she asked, like, well, does he ever apologize? He says, well, yeah, you know, sometimes he does. But, like, most of the time, he always, like, finds fault in what I'm doing. She's like, girl, you are too old to be dealing with any of that. But Darcy kind of crazy. So her cousin then asks, well, do you love him? And she says, well, yeah, I do. She's like, well, you didn't sound convincing at all. She's like, no, you know, I love him. I'm not ready to give up on us. And I was like, bitch, what? She thirsty. He don't even look like he has good sex. He looks like, you know, when the people be on the boat and they be like, stroke, 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 stroke. That's how I imagine him having sex. Stroke, stroke, like he rowing a goddamn boat. Can't do it. Anyway, Darcy then says how Jesse has been gone for around about 7 months. He sent her a text saying he wants to come and talk to her. He's going to come to, you know, America to see her. And she, like, you know what I'm saying, he wouldn't be coming here, like, unless he's, like, trying to, like, rekindle things with me or whatever. So I know he's kind of coming here for that reason. So, because he wants to come here because he knows when we're face to face, it's easier for us to be together. Y'all argued the whole time face to face. He then went back to Amsterdam and y'all argued over the phone. Girl, it's like, does anyone have an anvil? We need this to be a whole little Tiny Toons episode. We need a whole anvil to drop on her head and little cuckoo birds to kind of go around her head. And for her to get, you was cuckoo bird, girl. You was cuckoo bird. I just can't take it. Okay? She then goes to see her dentist. And she's telling him, my boyfriend from Amsterdam is coming here. And I feel like, you know, me getting this work done will make him happy. And she gets veneers. And I'm like, you think that's what's going to make Jesse happy? Your teeth, bitch? I said, why? She said, I think he will like this. It will make him happy. Your teeth? Your teeth, girl? Most men don't care about teeth. As long as you have them all, They don't care. Some men don't want you to have any teeth. They want you to not have no teeth so you can gum their penis. No one is like, oh my God, her teeth, those veneers are wonderful. Okay, I have to be with her for her teeth. That's not the first or the last thing. I mean, he wants you to have like, you can't have like cracked out teeth. You know what I'm saying? You can't do that. Like, and even when you get older, like, you know what I'm saying, your teeth spread. Like, things happen as you get older. We get that. But I'm like, she getting veneers like that's the end all and be all to save relationships. And it's not. Not at all. You so scared about it. You so stupid. Anyway, Jesse's in Amsterdam and he's saying how he's coming to the States because he's been having time to think about things. He's coming to New York to end things with her face to face. Now look, Jesse is full of shit. Jesse's a whole asshole, but I can commend him for saying we don't need to be together. Okay, it don't make. I thought about it, and we don't need to be together. Now he don't need to come to New York to say that. He can say that via text, Skype, FaceTime, and email. Like, I feel like if you live in different countries and y'all already beefing, you don't have to come face to face to break up. You just don't have to do that. But he a whole asshole, and so he's doing it to be a whole asshole. That's just what he does. So the friend, like, you don't need to fly to New York. The friend said that you don't need to fly. That you can do that over FaceTime. And he like, what's out of respect, I have to do it face to face. Boy, bye. Boy, the fuck bye. So when he's in the States, he brings up how he says that he was on the way there and the situation happened and he can't move on from it. I don't know what the situation was when he said it. I assume, I'm like, well, damn, like, did she get into some kind of accident and he found out about that when he was on his way and now he feels bad? But I'm like, he's talking about it as if she did something that he now knows about and he's pissed off about. So he don't, but I'm like, I was confusing. We see her going to meet him. Honey, she in heels, this tight ass dress, titties gonna pop out. She got like suitcases and luggage. I'm like, girl, he coming to break up with you. And why you have all this stuff? She says, I have all this stuff because I don't know what we're doing. I don't know what the plans are. And he's being really vague. So I brought some of everything. I'm like, you ain't good for traveling. She walking through the because she's like a little train station. It was a lot that she was doing, but she's in heels and had a huge suit. She wasn't packed right at all. Like, girl, you fuck back. I'm like, wow, it was just so weird. And then she like a little fur coat on that was like white. I'm like, what if it gets dirty? Like, who does not dress comfortable to travel? Like, have the suitcase or whatever, but put on some sneakers and some pants and travel easily. But you up here trying to carry a suitcase and heels, and it looked hard. Okay, it looked tough, but whatever. So but I'm like, why her tits for me to pop out? But she's like, he was so vague, I don't know. And then he texts her and says like, meet me at this park or wherever. And she's like, that's kind of cute. We used to always go to parks. In Amsterdam, there's a lot of parks, so maybe it's a sign. Girl, it's a sign of the apocalypse. It's a sign of that. So she again is going to this park, not knowing what he has planned, and she's just like, I'm just gonna kind of see what he has going on, and it's a surprise. It has to be something good because, again, she's like, he came all this way. It has to be something great. It's not. It's not at all. And that's how their thing is. Ricky and her, what's her name? Hermina. She still is upset. Like, the damn cord. I'm like, why is something on my boob? And it was like, stupid. Anyway, Hermina is still upset. And rightfully so. She's just found out that Ricky really came there for Melissa, so she's all in her feelings. Okay, Kiki, do you love me? And she's so mad she does not let him finish the sentence. She does not let him finish the story, and she kind of storms off. And I'm like, he's like, well, I can't believe she left. And I'm like, well, I can. And he's like, I'm like, but what is there left to say? Like, you came there for Melissa. Melissa was your first choice. She's your second choice. Like, you said it, bruh. You said it. So they show how she was in the bathroom for about like 20 minutes, and she's barefoot. I mean, like, what, the floor is dirty? Ugh. But again, who knows how it is over there. So she come back saying how, he made her feel stupid, and, but she wants to hear him out because she still cares for him. So he tells her how, saying, he just says how when I was talking to Melissa, I was not talking to at first. And then when I stopped talking to Melissa because she wasn't responding to me, then you came along. He says, but I already had the trip planned beforehand. He like, so I did plan it coming to see her. She then says like, well, what happened when she got here? He like, nothing happened. We went out to eat. She then says, oh, so y'all went out to eat? Did y'all eat each other too? He said yes because he did not understand what she said. She's like, what? What? And he's like, wait, what did you say? So when she slowly repeats it and says, 10% battery life. Thank God at the end. When, he gets what she said, he then said, no. We didn't have sex. We didn't kiss. Nothing. It was nothing. Nothing, okay? And so she's still a little bit upset though. But listen to this, Melissa, that. And then what did she say? You got the tickets. Okay. But it's a weird thing because they speak the same language, but some things stays in Spanish, some things it says in English. So it's a weird thing between them or whatever. But again, her point is, you made me plan B. And that's what pisses me off. I can't believe you made me plan B. He like, well, look. She's like, and then you told me, like, what you told. He said, well, I told you because I love you. I told you because I want to be honest with you, and I didn't want to lie to you anymore. So I want to put it all out on the table. So they talk a little bit more, because she said, like, I can't believe you made me be plan B. And he says, like, for me, I love her, and she's absolutely my plan A. I can't lose her. So we see them talk a little bit later, and she admits, I was hurt, I felt deceived, but I care for him. You know what I'm saying? And so she wants to give him time to make up things with her and not to have any more lying. And he's happy. She's happy. Because they didn't kind of work it out. She's like, you have to make it up to me before you leave, though, because it's some bullshit. So he like, I want to basically propose to her before I leave. So I have to kind of make things up to her before for the next couple of days. And he says to her, well, I know you must care for me, because if you did not, you would have probably jumped in the water and left. And she says, well, I was waiting on the boat. I said, she got jokes. But he do ask her to stop bringing up Melissa. Like, I told you what happened. Like, she doesn't matter anymore. She's just not about her. It's about you and me. So Ricky is a whole idiot. He really, really is. He's a whole sucker for love. He really, really is. But he likes Hermina, and Hermina likes him. So who knows if they can only learn to speak clearly their own languages. Michael and Angela, last but not least, he's still trying to get her to forgive him, and she's just still mad. She's still upset. You know what I'm saying? They're at the little beach place that they went to, and she's up in the room. She slept by herself, and he like, baby, just I can't. Michael, don't touch me, Michael. Leave me alone. Like, just leave me alone. I'm like, she upset like she found out that man was out here sucking dick in the bar. I mean, he got his dick sucked. Many men has gotten their dick sucked. It's not that big of a deal, And I feel like he didn't really cheat. Because for one, they were in 2 different countries. They had just started talking. So I'm like, y'all were not even in any kind of commitment. So what he did was what he did. And he told you what happened. He just lied about the details of how it happened. My thing is, you got your dick sucked by someone. I feel like it's very hard for a woman to force a man to let her suck their dick. Because you have to literally, you can't, it's just, I'm going to move on. I'm not going to explain it, but I'm like, I just don't see how a woman can force a man to let her suck his dick. I don't. You can ride a man and, and rape him. I can't see a woman orally raping a man. I can't. I'm sorry. I just cannot. I cannot. Okay. Anyway, I feel like she needs to move on from being upset. And, I feel like when you are a 50-year-old white woman, from Georgia and you're kind of poor and you're looking for love, and this 30-year-old Nigerian dude from Nigeria, like he not even from Nigeria where he's in the States, but he can't, no, he's in Nigeria. So you're a 50-year-old woman looking for a younger man in a whole different country. You get what you get, and you can't be picky and choosy. And I'm like, and then even sometimes looking at her face, I'm like, her face looks 50. Like she looks, her face is the face of a chain smoker. Like you can tell, like her face is a bit leathery because she's been smoking for so many years. It's kind of crazy. Anyway, I feel like, look, you came to Nigeria to fall for some black penis. Deal with the black penis that you have, because you're not gonna get them off, you know. And then when they're leaving, they're going back. So she's like, I'm gonna stay here because I paid for the ticket. I can't, it's too expensive for me to pay for one to get back, so you can't even afford to get home, girl. It's a hush up. I'm gonna stay here and, you know, enjoy my time. Just take me back or whatever. I ride back with you. Don't touch me. I'm not, you can't even get back to where you was from. I would leave her in the jungle. I would leave her ass there. Okay, but I mean, he isn't. Anyway, I'm like, girl, she's stupid. And he brings up how he laughed at her because he did not want to argue, and how he wants to spend the rest of his life with her in America because he's trying to get here. You know what I'm saying? He's trying to get to America, and he just keeps saying things. He's just not trying to argue, but things just keep getting messed up. So she then brings up how she has his phone, and she's going to look through his phone to be sure if he's been mentioning anything about money with her or trying to scam her, because, you know what I'm saying, I think he's using me to get into America. You think, bitch? You think? That's the whole point. He wants to come to the States. He don't really love you. He's willing to do what he has to do to get here. He's resilient. He found him a white woman who wants his black ass, who does not matter, he's poor, you know, for that country or whatever, and wants him to come to the States. He found his mark, and it is you. Anyway, when they riding back, she sleep or whatever in the car, mouth all open. He moved her bag, honey, and it hits her in the face. I'm gonna have a black eye. No, you won't, girl. Shut up. Stop acting like that. And they get back to the hotel room, and now she's like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know how I feel. I'm just confused. You know what I'm saying? I want to hear him out because I love him, and I don't want to give up on him. Girl, the fuck bye. You don't really. No, she might love him, but I'm like, it ain't. I just don't see it work. I don't see it working between her rough face and his rough face. It's gonna be from rough face as kids. I can't take it. I don't know what's going on. It's just weird. You know what I'm saying? He tells her how he needs to work on himself, how he does not explain things right, and how he's going to make it up to her so that she forgives him before she leaves. Because I love you, baby. I want to make it up to you. So give me some days, and I will make it up to you. I'm like, Michael, cut it out. Anyway, at this point in time, she's like, I'm not happy, Michael. I'm not happy. But, you know what I'm saying? I just did not know it would be this hard. What did you think? Girl. He then says, if she leaves me alone, I would have lost all the time I've spent dealing with her, and I will be stuck in Nigeria. He does not want to be left here. He wants to go back home with his white queen to America. He's going to then break up with her and be with somebody else who's already in the country. Anyway, you know, she brings up how she has a few days left before she leaves. So hopefully he may be able to change how she feels, because right now she's just, my heart isn't in it. The thrill is gone. Don't be quoting songs. The thrill is gone. This girl, bye. You want to fuck that man anyway. They go to like a little dinner thing or whatnot, and you know, he's able to convince her, I'm sorry this, I'm sorry that, I'm gonna fix that. He kissed ass and told her he's sorry, and she forgives him, so it's okay. And then he surprises her with cake, and she's all happy-go-lucky. I'm like, oh, for some fucking cake? But I mean, I guess getting cake might be hard to get over there. I'm not sure. But I would still. He's not using her for money, but he's using her to get to the States. She has to know this. It's impossible for her not to know this. Everyone knows this. But I digress. That was the end of the episode. So, it's 3:20. No, it's not 3:20. It's 4:19. It's Karla's birthday. 4:19. Karla's birthday. Comment below. All that good stuff. I'm going to bed. Peace.
He's like love, 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 and music.